And we have live visuals of the resume coming in. Let's look at it. Here we can see Rex Tillerson live. He is in New Delhi paying a tribute to the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Rex Tillerson is on a 3-day visit in India. Visiting the place where Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated, the father of the nation was assassinated in New Delhi, close to the Chanakyapuri area, which is the area where all the embassies are in Delhi. He will be on a 3-day visit. Tillerson will be meeting the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and also the External Affairs Minister of India, Ms. Sushma Swaraj, today. Strengthening the Indo-US strategic partnership will dominate the agenda. Also, China's rising influence and America's future plans for war-torn Afghanistan will figure on the agenda. The United States are in fact trying to tie up more and more with India when it comes to the Afghan scenario, and also the Afghan president seems to be on the same page with both India and the United States of America. Remember that India is a large investor in Afghanistan, and recently also the first cargo flight starting from Kabul and reaching New Delhi, carrying mostly Afghan products, mostly fruit and vegetables coming from Afghanistan, have started as a matter of cooperation. India is also building large infrastructure. For instance, one of the largest infrastructures that India has built in Afghanistan is the so-called Friendship Dam, which is close to the western Afghan city of Herat, close to the Iranian border. The dam provides electricity for many Afghan villagers. So this is basically the role that India has in Afghanistan, a role of an investor, a civilian investor, we would say, instead of investing on the military side of the Afghan war against the terrorists. India is investing on civilian infrastructures as dams, as roads, and this is perhaps the role that the United States also wish to push forward for India when it comes to the Afghan scenario. Rex Tillerson will be in India for 3 days. He will meet, obviously, the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He will also hold long talks with the Foreign Affairs Ministry of India, Sushma Swaraj. They are obviously also going to talk extensively about Pakistan. In fact, Rex Tillerson, before reaching New Delhi, was in Islamabad, and it is said that he went tough on Pakistan, demanding that they will respect the condition-based approach that the United States is proposing, actually demanding to Pakistan when it comes to fight against the terror safe havens. And for more on this story and to decode a bit better what is expected from this visit, I'm joined from the newsroom by our senior editor, Surya Gangadharam. Thank you very much, Surya. Good morning. Thank you for joining us on the broadcast. So this is a very high-profile visit. Rex Tillerson has a lot on the table when it comes to India. What is there in this agenda?
Well, I think we are basically looking at AFPAC, Afghanistan and Pakistan, what the US wants from India. Some of these ideas have been articulated earlier by President Trump when he met Modi in June in Washington, D.C. And there has been an exchange of high-level delegations from both sides. So in that sense, there's been a fairly clear articulation of what the US would like us to do and what we are prepared to do. So broadly, we are looking at continuing with our capacity building and economic reconstruction of Afghanistan. We are continuing to train Afghan civil and military personnel, but we're not willing to get the boots on the ground in terms of sending our forces there, at least not yet. And there is no indication that the US wants us to get involved in that kind of a role, since they're anyway building up their own forces in Afghanistan. The longer, large-term question of what to do with Pakistan is something that the US is now pursuing. We'll probably get some sense from Mr. Tillerson as to what he told the Pakistanis, what they told him, and more important, what they would like us to do vis-a-vis Pakistan. Daniele?
Rex Tillerson is spending way more time in India than other times. Apparently, he spent just a few hours in Kabul and less than a day, or just nearly a day in Pakistan. So why 3 days in India? Perhaps India is the main country on his agenda for this visit.
Well, I think it depends on the content of the dialogue. I think that's more important rather than the number of days he spends. And the main events of the day are today. And by later in the evening, he's through. So we expect he will be on consultations with the embassy, with senior officials here. As you're aware, the US doesn't have a full-time ambassador as yet. Kenneth Juster is due perhaps in a month or two. And there'll be some ideas to exchange with the current acting ambassador, Mary Scott Larson. So probably those are some of the issues that will come up. He's leaving only tomorrow, so there'll be enough time here for meeting with the other key interlocutors from India and getting a broader sense of where India stands on AFPAC. So I presume it'll be time well spent.
Thank you very much, Surya Gangadharam, our senior editor, joining us on the broadcast to decode a bit better what we have to expect from Rex Tillerson visiting India for 3 days. That's all we have for you for now, but stay with us for more news throughout the day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.